Let's see if TC can. Okay, there's TC. So he's on PC. Hopefully he'll be able to stream this to YouTube for everybody. When he gives me a reaction in the spaces, I'll go ahead and start it. If he can figure that out.
Yeah, Tommy, man.
Technology is hard. We know. All right. He said we're good to go. All right, everybody. Welcome to episode 13 of the ADU Under the Lights podcast. Streaming today under the ADU banner is myself, Huday All Day 88. And with me today is Mr. Spreadsheet himself, Brett, a.k.a. Bestea. And Ty, OBJ is a $20,000 moment. Big Aller. We can go over that next week. Because joining us today is the one and only AJ Curry from All Day. How are you doing tonight, AJ?
Go.
What is up? Man, I am tired. What a day it has been.
It has been a day for you, huh?
I'm sorry in advance, too. I'm also losing my voice, so
it's okay.
Not ideal for my first appearance, but
well, that's good. We'll take the voice, and then when you're over there on AD, Dave will take it all.
There we go.
All right. So first up, obviously we had PAX last week, but tonight with AJ having to be somewhere at 10 o'clock, we're going to go ahead and hit up the Playbook and Play Sheets. Do you guys want to start with Play Sheets first or the Playbook first, which came out first?
Well, I do want to check in on AJ first. I want to make sure you're doing all right. I know you said you're tired and that you have lost your voice. I'm sure last night was a little rough because you wanted to make that announcement. You knew it was coming. Your hands were tied. So, I mean, how much of a relief is it to get the news out there, and how has the reaction been so far?
Yeah, honestly, I mean, obviously such a relief. Like, we've been working on this for like a really long time, but we wanted to make sure, obviously, it was in a really good place, and we felt really confident with it before we sort of brought it live. So even in those, longer days when, it was when challenge, like weeks ago, like this is something we've been building for a while, and we're really excited about it and excited. I think the first reaction's been really good. I'm excited as the week goes on to keep getting feedback from everybody, like hear your ideas, things like that. And, for us, this is like a good, this is a good sort of starting point, but we want to build, we want to keep iterating, and we want to build together. So, it's been something that we've been working on for a long time. It's been secret for a long time. I've been, every time people are like, oh, what's All Day working on? I just want to be like, I promise we're working on stuff. So it's super nice to finally have this out, to get to share it with everybody, because we've been so excited, and it seems like that excitement is being matched by the community, which is obviously great.
Oh yeah, the community excitement has been off the charts with the announcements. So kudos to you guys. I think it has a lot of aspects that we were looking for as a community. The playbook aspect is really cool. There's a lot of different ways you guys could go with it. You include platform engagement criteria, but you also include game action challenge criteria as well. So it's really cool to see you utilize gamification, but at the same time try to drive more, people to the website. Because I'll be honest, and so far during closed beta, I would visit the website maybe only on pack drop days. Maybe I'm in the marketplace trying to buy a moment or sell a moment. But with the current playbook in place, I'll be definitely checking in and going to All Day, probably on a daily basis, checking out where I am in terms of the playbook and what tier I'm currently at for, possibly a pack.
Yeah, exactly. That's totally the goal too, is like, right. Like, I think we kind of saw it a lot in this off season too. Like people were like, All Day, you're not doing anything wrong. We're just kind of bored. Like, we want stuff to do. And so I think this is like a great answer to that, right? Like, now you have stuff to do every day, like multiple things you can take care of. And there's a lot of flexibility with what these sort of tasks
Your
become.
team is now
And that's
on the
like kind of
clock.
the beauty of it. And that's what I'm really excited to brainstorm with everybody in the community is like the sky is the limit. Obviously there's like engineering. I'm not an engineer, but there's engineering stuff that will have to be built for some things. But I think we're open to like a lot of stuff. Like maybe one week it's like, oh, like you get, I don't know, 25 yards if you own, the Rivalries historic set, or you get, if you, I don't, just like skies, we can literally play around with so many things. And I think that is what's really fun. Or maybe if you've completed, like if you've gotten 3-star reward packs on the past 5 weeks of Playbook, like great, you start at 60 yards this week. Like I think there's just so much we could do. There's so much creativity we can play around with. And I think that's what's really exciting. So, yeah, I'm excited to brainstorm things like that with you guys.
Awesome. Well, Huday or do you guys have any questions?
Ty, you got anything?
About Playbook?
We know Ty.
Whatever
we know
you
Ty's
want.
always got questions.
I always got a question about Playbook. So, with all like this whole like off season, right? How have you guys really dealt with all the like my negativity? So like the first few months of the year, right? A lot of people were like, "Oh, you're not doing enough," blah blah. How have you guys kind of like dealt with that? And I kept just like a laser focus on the future.
Yeah, I think like, well, first of all, I like was on maternity leave for the first part of the year, which is pretty crazy because I've been around on All Day since like the beginning of like before we'd even said publicly that All Day exists. I was working on NFL All Day. So this is like my baby. Like I love NFL All Day so much. And I've seen it from like the start. So I worked on it very, very closely for so long. And then I had a baby in February, and I was gone from February till June 1st. Came back June 1st.
Congratulations. We love you.
And then that week, we announced burning. And so I came back at like a really great time to be back. And so
you were the savior.
It was not me. It was pure coincidence, but I'm happy to take the credit. But yeah, so I think like, to my understanding, like those days before were like more of the darker days. But obviously, we've had like ups and downs, I think, kind of the whole off season. But I think our team has always been like very confident and excited in what we're building. I think like, it's important for us to talk to the community and get your vibes and get your thoughts and also like build trust. And so I think we've been working really hard to build trust with the community over the past few months, and also at the same time like really confident that we can take the things that we've heard and then deliver something that you guys would be excited about. So that's kind of been the goal is, it's a lot of kind of what we talked about at the beginning, right? Knowing that we have stuff coming that we can't exactly say, and just like hoping to God you trust us and that we'll bring and we'll keep building that trust. That's really the goal, so that hopefully next time, if I don't put out a Tuesday tidbit, there's not a major panic. You can trust like we're gonna bring you.
Yeah, I have to be honest. I kind of prefer the Wednesday midday tidbits so far. Maybe we should keep them on Wednesday if they're going to be this major.
I know. Who knows? Maybe we'll have to switch the day up. We'll see. Although then I'll get yelled at because I said I'd bring you something every Tuesday and then I'll switch to Wednesday.
So I know you've openly asked for feedback in Discord and also on Twitter. So would you mind sharing what you think has been some of the most positive feedback and possibly one or two things you guys realize has been not negative but may need to work on?
Yeah. To be fair, I've like a gajillion mentions that I still need to scroll through because literally after we dropped Playbook, I immediately shifted over to getting the other stuff live. So like I was like half answering, half like like just doing everything. So I think like the feedback seems to be super positive. I think people are very excited about like having something regular to do.
Your team is now on the clock.
Like challenges tied to game action is like very exciting. for people. And the thing to me that's at least exciting that I actually don't know if I've seen anybody like totally pick up on is like, right, we're doing, was it five challenges, right?
Yeah.
This week. And like, that's wild. And so by implementing it into Playbook, where it's not like a direct, like, do challenge, get pack, do challenge, get pack. Instead, it's do challenge, get yardage, gain pack. By doing it that way, it also allows us to increase these amount of challenges we're doing while also protecting the economy, right? We don't have to mint new moments and things like that, just to satisfy all these challenges and overflood the market. Like, this lets us do it in a smart way while also still giving everybody the gamification that they want. So that's the thing I'm excited about. And then I think a lot of the like sort of like feedback on things we can improve on is like probably pretty obvious across the board. Like the burn tool, like you can't filter. That seems to be a pretty big one.
Yeah, I mean, our boy
that I've
OC
seen
has
come
to
through.
filter through thousands of moments.
I know. So that one I've definitely am aware of and taken to the team. I'm trying to think of what else.
I mean, I have a really big gripe, which is, are we really allowed to change our favorite team just for yardage?
So I'm going to get a few more details on exactly like how things are going to lock in. But I think going into this, we were definitely like aware of what that is. But I think like we want people to play around, to log in on the site, to try things out, to test things. And so I think we were aware of that going into this week, knowing that like could be the case. But I'm going to get more details on it.
Have you guys explored like the option of like having to like lock your favorite team in and not being able to change it whenever you want to?
I don't know if we've like fully explored that, but also I think the thing to note is that like the way you get yardage every week like could and likely will change. And so it's not going to be this. It's this isn't going to be how it's going to be every week, right? Things can change. Things are going to get shifted around.
Yeah.
This might not always be the case. It might be only the case this week. Like I think things are going to change. So
I think a great compromise would be just to have a public shame list. So if you've changed your favorite team since the announcement, you get put on the shame list.
I will tell you, I didn't know this was coming, so I did have them do a snapshot of people's favorite teams before we announced this, just to keep in my back pocket, so that I can accurately see who actually his favorite teams are. I don't think it's not going to affect anything this week, but I just wanted to have that.
Beautiful. We're on the same page then. I mean, all day Costanza. I'm sorry, but I believe he's already changed it from the Seahawks.
Wow. See, if you're truly loyal, you believe your team's going to win anyway.
Right. Another thing I just wanted to comment on while we're here, a lot of people had questions in regards to the new mint counts or the max mint counts for the tiers for common, rare, and leho or legendary. Commons still 10K max. However, the sets are limited at 8,000 or 7,999. Not much of a change there. But a lot of people had questions about the rare tier being up to 2,499. I did see, though, Daniel in the Discord on All Day mentioned that they just had to draw the line somewhere. And we haven't seen anything close to that amount. And I guess we shouldn't expect to see anything limited to 2,499. It's just kind of a number. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think basically it's funny that you brought up Daniel because he's an audience, but two, I literally asked him about this right before I came on to make sure I had the right information. But basically we'll get the set mint counts out pretty soon, and you'll see that none of them are that 2,000 number. We don't have a fandom tier, so we just wanted to leave ourselves a little bit of room in case we wanted to play around with something like that. But you won't see any of our set mint counts being you'll see our core rare set locked in is going to be 1,199, and then the rest are below 1K. So definitely still rare, definitely important to us for them to be rare and to feel rare. But yeah, we just wanted to leave ourselves a little room in case we wanted to do something that was a little more fandom tier without being fandom tier, because I think we want to make sure that do something like that, that it has like restraints.
Yeah,
you know?
that makes total sense. We knew Daniel wouldn't let us down like that, so.
No, Daniel is.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah.
I mean, he has me saying Lejo now publicly, which is embarrassing.
I know. I gotta go. I think that was recorded somewhere. I need to go find it because I need a soundboard of Daniel saying Lejo.
Well, I think that wraps it up in regards to questions I have. Do you two have any more questions for her?
Yeah. So in the Playbook blog, it came out with the celebration packs are going to be kind of your way of doing the 100K burning. Where was the thought process going from like how you said we were doing 100K to now it's going to be kind of up to the community? Was that a feedback that you guys kind of got, or was that just like an internal discussion?
Yeah, I think like there's probably a variety of different factors that kind of came into play, but we did that the hot drop, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like put the power to burn in the community's hands. And we kind of just net out like that is like super important, is for you guys to be able to sort of have that control. Like they are your moments, and you should get to sort of do with them what you want to an extent. And so it just kind of made a lot of sense to put burning more so in the community's hands than in ours. I think we just kind of realized it just felt like a little bit weird for us to be doing that when we could empower the community to do it, and also empower you in a way where like rather than us just doing it, we can have you do it and then reward you for it, which like I mean I know you guys usually don't say no to rewards, and so I think like overall that just kind of felt like the better move, and like lets us sort of establish that as like kind of the way that we'll do things moving forward, is like we won't burn, but we'll just continue to find ways to allow the community to burn, and burning is going to be a key part of the product, so you're not going to see it go anywhere, so let's start now.
That's honestly great, because I remember in ADU we had a lot of discussions in terms of how you guys are going to decide which 100K to burn. And some of us were rooting for, all the floor moments, don't burn any of
your team is now Josh on the clock.
And others are saying, well, let's make the common Josh Allen more scarce by burning more of them. So the fact that you put it in our hands, I can see how that is a good decision in terms of the community empowerment. So I appreciate that.
Rather than us making those kind of calls, like it just seems like it just made more, especially like NFL all day is so community centric, like it's community powered, like it just really felt right. So that's where we it out, and I hope you guys are happy with it. We're definitely happy and excited that now burning is happening as you can see a lot. So it's awesome.
I did just think of one more question, and it's going to be my one attempt at trying to get alpha from you. So since the bears are capped at 2,499, is it possible that we see common sets minted around 3K or 2,500, for example?
God, to be honest, I don't even have the numbers off the top of my head, so I can't even give you. They're somewhere, but even if I wanted to spill that alpha, I could not in this exact moment.
I just had to ask.
Fair. It's fair. It was a good attempt. It was a good try.
All right.
But yeah, we'll have all of like the set mint counts coming out soon. You'll see more details about how sets are going to work in S2. Coming soon.
Awesome. Well,
now as like sets grow, I mean as like we grow, are like the mint counts going to stay the same, or are we thinking of like changing them over time? I'm talking like years down the road. Right?
Oh wow,
I believe in this project long term.
Years down the road, I mean, I'm not going to make any commitments to years down the road, but I think like one thing that we're like really cautious of is like we are minting to current demand and not future demand, right? Like that's important to us, but we do want to leave ourselves, right, like the availability to like be flexible in the future as if the product grows and is, but I think it's still important to make sure that we're finding that balance. So like as demand grows, then things could change way down the line. But I think that's like a cross that bridge when we come to it. But definitely, it's definitely in our minds to be thinking about how our audience is expanding, but not taking any crazy mint count action until we definitely see that demand is there.
Okay. Thank you for answering the question.
I have another question. I think some community members are a little confused in terms of challenges within the playbook and separate challenges or burning challenges separate from the playbook, I guess, in terms of being tied to game action. There are still going to be challenges outside the playbook. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, interesting. When should we get any update on that?
When we have one.
Okay. And I see another question here tossed my way. So far, there's a lot of common burning action. I'm assuming that rares may be included down the line and maybe an option to burn in the playbook as well.
Yeah. I mean, I think right now, technically, I think you could burn a rare if you wanted to.
Where's Hoarder? He needs to test it.
Yeah, a few people have.
If anybody's going to test it, it's Hoarder.
According to Diamond, like 4 people have burnt rares.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. See, so it is available. I think like that's all kind of stuff that like we can play around with. What I was joking in Discord the other night, like burn 9 ultimates, get a Genesis or something. But we will not do that. But like, yeah, I think that's totally stuff we'll probably explore and play around with, and make sure that if that is the case, it would be making sure that the whatever sort of reward comes with it like matches what that is.
Amazing. So it looks like we'll be receiving a lot more information still going forward this week, and I can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like we're building this together with you, and so like your feedback is super important. I would encourage everyone to. I mean, if you're in Discord, that feedback channel in Discord is like super important. Us engineers, designers, product, like everybody knows that channel exists and they look at it. So if you have ideas, like please share them. And that's stuff that like we do the community team does regular reports. Like more than once a week, up to the rest of the team to let them know like what you guys are thinking, what you want, what's important to you. And so like your feedback is really helpful. And so if you have ideas, share them, we'll share them. And like, that is going to help us continue to sort of build what Playbook looks like in the future. So please do. And just all day as a whole in the future. So.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
Well, do you two have any more questions? If not, we can move on to our surprise competition.
I have one more. So, you're going to the Rams tailgate, correct?
I will be there.
Is that on Saturday or Sunday? I'm sorry.
Sorry, what was that?
Is that on Sunday?
No, that's tomorrow.
No, tomorrow. Tomorrow is the tailgate.
Oh shoot!
Come on, Ty.
It's kickoff.
Remember, Ty, the NFL plays on Thursdays and Sundays and Mondays.
Look at me, like, is that Saturday, right? Yeah, I'm thinking college football.
Yeah, for everybody listening, we're still kind of, onboarding Ty to be more of an NFL fan. He's a huge college football fan. He knows the players, but we're still educating him. So pardon us.
Yeah,
let's teach each other because I'm not really into college football, so you could teach me college football, and I'll teach you NFL football.
Yeah, Florida got the dub last week. I'm a Florida Gator fan. I just hope everybody know Florida got the dub. I try to tell everybody. Number 7 Utah. Yeah.
AJ, I do have one question that came from the ADU general chat, and I've seen a handful of other places, but if you get a 5-star pack, you get all the packs that lead up to it, correct? Okay.
Yes, you do. So basically, like as you move down, down the playbook, you'll see like your rewards light up green, and every single like as you get them, or like as you achieve that yardage, you'll get the matching reward. So it's not like at the end of the week, like you only get the 1 in 100 yards. You get everything from like 100 yards and before, but like only if you do the task that unlocks premium are you able to get any of the rewards that are associated with premium rewards?
And it will be different every week, correct? Like
it could be different every week. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Because I know this week it's burn 5 moments.
Yeah, this week it's burn 5 moments. But yeah, that is like flexible to change. So I actually don't know what it is next week. But yeah, that could change. Just like the plays could change. Just like, next week it could be you have to get 50 yards to get the 1-star pack. Everything could sort of change in the way that it's laid out every week. So that's why it's important to check in, to check the playbook for the week, to see what your tasks are, all that good stuff.
Awesome. All right, so let's get into our surprise competition.
I'm not quite sure how much AJ knows. We did submit a request to get some DAP for a challenge or a competition.
I actually know nothing other than I've confirmed the DAP.
Okay. Yes. Do you know what this competition is about or for?
I've no
Amazing.
idea.
Okay. So since you are the overlord of haikus, we decided to ask for haiku submissions in ADU. The Ultimate Bosses have selected our favorite 10, and we are going to read off our 10 favorite haikus that are related to all day, and you get to pick your favorite 3, and those top 3 will receive $20 in DAP DAP.
All right, let's go.
All right, so number 1, after short delay, AJ delivered greatness. Buckle up, bitches.
Incredible.
When is Shirley now? Packs, momies, dap dap galore. Kick off a new life.
Ooh.
Scarcity is key. I have much faith in AD. Playbook is not free. The moment is here. Strap your spacesuit to your rear, for football is near.
Ooh, rhyming. Okay.
All day playbook launch. Yards, challenges, packs galore. Let the games begin.
Okay.
What a joyous day. Only thing more glorious is T-Law's blonde locks.
Wonder who that
was. ADU server, a light in a bear market, friends, fun, football, moon.
Artistic.
Please don't judge it by how I'm reading it. I may be butchering a couple of these.
No, you're crushing it.
Major FOMO now. Why'd I sell all those 4 ones? A mulligan, please? And the last one, week 1 tomorrow, Carrie Underwood. Oh, joy. Rams by a field goal.
Ooh, okay. All right. Okay.
So, just pick one right now.
Okay. My first one is going to go to the poor person who wants a mulligan. This $20 DAP DAP will give you a chance to buy some 4 moments to burn.
Beautiful. All right. Noted. And that was submitted by ADU user It's the Legend.
Woo! It's the Legend.
All right. Did you need a refresher, or do you want to go in?
No. I know my.
Okay. All right.
All right. Go ahead. Next one.
My next one is the first one.
Making me say bitches on a pod. I like it. Okay. That was submitted by DK1. And you may know him by his Tuesday Tidbit spreadsheet, where he documented.
It's my favorite spreadsheet. No offense to you, Bestea, but that one's gonna be my favorite.
No qualms there.
I love that. And then my third one is the one that was really good at rhyming. I think it was the spacesuit one, maybe?
Yeah, the moment is here. Strap your spacesuit to your rear, for football is near.
Yes, I love it. I love when you can make a haiku rhyme.
That was submitted by Huey.
Huey. Go Fins.
Awesome. Well, thank you for partaking. That was a lot of fun. There were a lot of submissions.
Oh my gosh, thank
and
you.
I have to say, I feel bad for one of the users. They submitted a haiku all in French, and I did not select it because I don't know what I would be saying.
No.
That was our favorite Frenchman, Henry.
Yeah.
He's been on a couple of the
Henry.
he's been on
I
a
love
couple
Henry.
of the AMAs for you guys.
He's got one of my favorite voices.
Yeah. Shout out Henry. I apologize. We couldn't select yours.
To be fair,
that feels unfair. I feel like you should have. I feel like you need to learn. Can you do a Google Translate?
I did Google Translate it, and in French it works. In English, it does not.
Okay, what was it in English?
Oh crap! Let me see if I still have it on my phone. I do. It's the right time serves to win the event and the fight.
Ooh, you know what? For the only submission in another language, let's give him $10. Dab dab.
$10.
Oh,
dab dab.
look at AJ. Good girl, good woman, AJ.
You can't get more creative than that. So, yeah, I feel like we can throw him a $10 dab dab.
I mean, I can speak a little Spanish.
Oh man!
Now I'm gonna do a haiku contest next, and they're all gonna
Oh man!
Google Translate.
Well, that was a lot of fun. I think we should probably let you go so you can gear up for the NFL All Day official spaces, which is in about a half hour. But yeah, before we let you go, I was going to see if we had any more questions.
AJ, what are you most excited about for this upcoming season?
Oh, wow. That's a good question. I think it's just very exciting that this is our first season, public, our first full season as a product. And so I think it's going to open a lot of doors. We're going to get to try a lot of new things. We're going to get to, we've been building this product, but now, it's kind of a chance for us to take it to the next level, right? So, great. Playbook is, a brand new thing. We get to, build that up together to shape it into, and keep shaping it into something amazing. And, we get to keep playing around with, what kind of things we do in partnership with the community. We get to play around with, we're doing our first IRL event. We can play around with doing more of those. I think this is a season where it's going to be less we still have some catching up to do in a few areas of things, but we've done a lot of our catching up, and now it's kind of about moving forward and growing, and I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, you guys definitely knocked it out of the park with the announcements. A lot of people are just ecstatic. We're all looking forward to all the fun things you have for us on a weekly basis, and the fact that it's kind of organized in a way where we can keep track, and it's tiered in a way. It's funny. I think somebody mentioned that it reminds them of a battle pass, and making it like a Fortnite battle pass. It never fails, right?
No, exactly. That's definitely when I talk about it, is kind of my first have you ever done a battle pass in video games?
Yeah,
because it's such a good comparison. And so yeah, exactly that.
All right, amazing. If there are no other questions, I think we will let you go. And
I got one more. This
Awesome.
is not an all-day question, so this is just purely as a fan. And I'm sure you'll be here more than once, so we can, keep your guesses. We'll keep checking in on. But who do you have in the Super Bowl?
Ooh.
MVP and Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, you got to lock him in now.
Oh my God. Okay.
And why the Falcons?
Not the Falcons, but God, they're probably 31st, 32nd with the Bears probably down there.
All right, now look.
Okay, I think I can tell you right away. I think my Super Bowl winner, I have Chargers. That is my winner. I think my thank you. I think who should my NFC team be? Maybe Bucks. I think maybe the Bucks make a return. Yeah, I'm gonna go Bucks. Man, Rookie of the Year. Oh, that's a tough one. I haven't even thought
Chiefs,
about
Sky
it.
Moore.
Honest. Yeah, I don't know. Let me get back to you, but I'll get back to you before tomorrow.
We can do that.
I need to think on it more. That way you can lock it in before the season starts officially. But I need to.
All right, but what about MVP?
Oh, MVP. MVP of the season or MVP of the Super Bowl? Ooh. You know what? Who I'd like to see, get it again is Lamar.
Ooh,
Lamar Jackson.
I love that actually.
I would love Lamar to. I think he's just been getting a lot of hate. I think people are unsure if he can carry the Ravens, and I think that he can. And I'd love for him to prove them wrong.
Yeah, I definitely like that pick. He's definitely electric.
Yeah, and I think it's time for. I mean, I would love to see the Ravens do really well this year as well. I really like them,
my hot take is that the Ravens are going to win that division, and the Bengals may miss out on the playoffs. So I'm kind of in line with that.
Ooh. Okay.
Man, you should be happy you can't see my face right
now. Well, after the Bengals beat the Chiefs in the way that they did, I'm not going to hold it back.
Well, AJ, thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. I'm excited to finally have made an appearance. It's been a long time coming, and it's been a blast. So happy to come back anytime.
All right, thank you. We appreciate it.
We would definitely be tuning in at 10 as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great.
All day.
And, do us a favor. Get some good rest tonight. You definitely have earned it.
Thank you so much. All right. I appreciate it. Thanks,
guys.
Take
care. Thank you for joining.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Awesome.
What a good person.
Yeah, I'm just really excited about what the platform revealed today, and there's going to be a lot of fun weeks ahead of us. A lot to do on the platform. It's going to be like a full-time job, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad that I work from home because I get to not do work and just make sure that my lineups are straight. I'm going to be doing a lot of research.
Yeah, it's definitely going to get us very engaged and active on the platform, which is definitely what they want on their end. So win-win for everybody. So with 20 minutes left, do you want to kind of dive into the playbook for this week and also the season 2 update we just got and kind of just...
Let's do it.
I don't think we really have time to provide much commentary, but we can kind of summarize what they've said and what it means. All right, so...
Yeah.
The playbook will consist of very simple, varying to very challenging engagement and game-based challenges. I'm trying to read. It's really awkward when I read directly from the website, isn't it? I'll try to do better. I apologize. So basically, from week to week, there are different ways you can level up and get different packs based on what you did that week. There is a free reward, and it's things, I believe that's mainly just going to be engagement based, like logging in, picking a favorite team, things of that nature. If you complete those certain tasks, you get cosmetic based prizes, and that will be things for your profile like banners, and I guess we also get accolade trophies, and some of us have already received some. And correct me if I'm wrong, but the accolade trophies are NFTs on the website. So it's pretty, it's pretty dope that people who may not have money to spend but want to engage with the platform, they have ways of engaging and still receiving accolades and I guess trophies that they can store in their collection. So that's
I love that.
I love it. But what has a lot of people excited are these premium rewards, and that is it's going to be based on a lot of different things, but this week it looks like it's based a lot on challenges. Let's see here. They do have some engagement-based things like buy a moment, if your favorite team wins, if you log in for a week straight, I believe. If you do those, you receive certain yardage. And then also the major yardage will come via the challenges. And this is really exciting because they have basically challenges for every island game, which will definitely bring in a lot of collectors, I believe. So we have a Thursday night challenge, which is already live. You'll need 1 moment from the top 3 players and that are leading and receiving yards, and also you need one defensive player. And we've seen the market move a lot already. Gabriel Davis, I believe, already mooned to like $30-$40. I'm not sure where it is now. It could actually be more, but that's pretty exciting. But they also hinted at future slates. So they have a challenge for the Sunday slate, they have a challenge for the Sunday night game, and a challenge for the Monday night game. So, I mean, we're all going to be invested in watching all these games, hoping that, we basically win and get the yardage needed to get a premium pack. I guess I can go into the different packs that are available. There's a 1-star pack, which gets you one base set moment. If you level up and get a 2-star pack, that pack will include 2 common moments, but the third has a chance at being a special edition common, which is basically a moment in a set. There's a 3-star pack, which is 2 moments, and you also can have a chance at that third moment being a set moment or a rare. The 4-star pack is basically identical, but you have a higher chance at getting a rare. And then the 5-star pack is basically a guaranteed rare, but you have a chance at a legendary. So it's going to be really interesting to see if they mix it up. Do you guys think they'll mix it up and have like the 5-star pack be a guaranteed legendary at some point?
Yeah, I would think at some point they will, but at first no. But I think at some point they will have, but it won't be like only like 90 yards or maybe it will be 90 yards, but it'd be like very hard to get kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it'll probably max out at 100 yards each week, but I can imagine those challenges will be definitely be more challenging than anything we've seen thus far.
Mm-hmm. But what's wild to me is it's very structured. It's like, these are the things you need to do this week. If you do these certain things, you get this pack. And it's very structured, but at the same time, it gives them a lot of flexibility as well. They can change up what gets you one pack. They can change up what gets you the 5th pack. They can change up what's in the packs. They can change up the difficulty by making you, need 5 legendaries, or maybe they mix it up and make it easy and you just need certain commons. They can do it with debuts. There's just so many different ways they can take it, but at the same time, it's very structured and laid out on a weekly basis, so you know what to expect. So it's going to be so much fun. All right, let's see here. I guess we can move on. They did release a season 2 update. It had a lot of information, but I mean, they had me scrambling with everything going on. I was trying to collect haiku submissions, so I'll try my best to break it down. So they started off this article by saying, or the blog by saying, that everything that is in it is kind of a general approach, but they want to remain flexible and they want the ability to make changes if needed. And they do go into the mint counts. We kind of touched on this earlier. Not much changed. I guess these are just the maxes, but the mint counts for the specific sets may be way different. We still don't know the set numbers for those, but the commons will not exceed 10K. The rares will not exceed 2,500. And as AJ said, the sets will be the typical rare mint counts, I believe, but they left some flexibility just in case they were going to do some fandom type moment. Legendaries will not exceed 100. And there's also 10K total Legos allowed for season 2 moments across all moments. So I guess if you kind of average that out with, 59 being the common mint count for a legendary, I guess we can expect 150-ish legendaries as a max. I think it's like 100, maybe closer to 170 as a max. But again, they could mint way less than that. So it's nice to know that we're not getting a whole bunch of legendaries. And the ultimate is staying at 10. The next big thing is that they were going to, we already have these celebration packs dropping, and we have the option to burn them. And this kind of blew my mind reading it through it the first time, and AJ kind of elaborated. But this has me really excited. And let's get into it. So they are dropping us a celebration pack if we own 7 moments. And I believe they already started the airdrop process, or it's going on in the next couple of days. But the cool thing is when you open this, you get 3 moments. They're all the the leftover series or weeks 13 through 18 common moments. If you get maybe a Josh Allen and Joe Burrow, you're allowed to keep it, of course. It's your choice. But if you are not happy with those moments, you can actually burn all 3 moments and then, I guess, get airdropped a new pack. And the new pack is titled 4th and Goal. And I guess the 4th and Goal pack, it will have 4 total moments in it. So 1 more than the celebration pack. It'll have 3 commons, and the commons I'm assuming will be a mix of those same moments in the celebration packs, which are those week 13 through 18 commons, plus some of the newly minted commons, which I'll get into later. However, that 4th moment can actually be a rare or a legendary, which is insane. What do you think the odds will be at for the rare and legendary?
I would assume it's probably going to be...
It's pretty low, right?
Yeah, like maybe 10, 15 for the rare, and then, 0.05 or something for the legendary. I guess that might have been something we could have asked AJ. I don't know if she would have that information or not, but...
Yeah, there's just so many questions.
I can't imagine it's going to be a very good chance, at least definitely at the legendary. Maybe the rare, they'll make it like a 20% chance or something, make it almost what it's like for a normal pack drop. But yeah, I can't imagine it's going to be, like a 50% chance or anything like that.
Yeah, I foresee like 90% of those packs being burned because people just want that chance at a legendary or a rare.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's pretty amazing because, the floor moments in these celebration packs, they're going to go for 3. I don't know if the floor is now like $5 since the burning has been announced. I haven't really checked in on that, but there's a possibility you get 3 commons and it's worth only $12 to $16. The chance, that now you have the ability to burn that and have a chance at a legendary. So I mean, that's going to be just an amazing experience for a couple of collectors who actually pack a legendary. And I mean, it's also kind of encouraging people to burn. It's going to get a lot of moments out of it.
And it's free.
Exactly.
Too. Like,
exactly.
It's like a free legendary.
I wonder how many people actually qualified for the airdrop.
It says 52,000
yeah,
in the blog.
Yeah, Diamond said, hold on, I just saw it.
I think it said it in the blog. I think it was like 52,400 something.
Yeah.
So like around 50K people are getting the celebration pack?
Yeah, so I
yeah.
mean, we're looking at like 150,000
yeah.
moments.
So
does it kind of concern you that only 52,000 only have 7 moments?
I mean, to be fair, I was shocked it was that many.
Yeah.
Like, I was,
Diamond coming through with the live answer. Yeah, 52,393. But yes.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody would have said there were 20,000 people, I'd be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like 52,000 people have 7 moments. That was, to me, that was shocking.
Yeah.
That's awesome, though. I mean,
so I mean, that's 150,000 moments being dropped into the ecosystem. Conservatively, I would say right around 100K are probably being burned, right? Or is that?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I mean, because there's no point in not burning it unless you really like the pack that you get, and obviously, it has to be you have to have at least $100 pack to not burn it, because that chance of that rare and legendary.
Yeah, they're basically saying, please burn your pack and get these moments out of the ecosystem. Yeah. Well, it's crazy because
you get the roll again.
Yeah, I mean, you get that.
You're basically getting 3 more moments plus a chance at a rare.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not like you're burning 3 for another 3. You're burning 3 and getting a 4th. So
exactly. Brother, burn that pack now.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't even have to give me the first one if I'm being honest.
Yeah. I mean, obviously their economy team looked at a lot of factors coming up with the 7-moment qualifier and just going over those numbers. I mean, right, there's 150,000 moments being airdropped. So if 2/3 of people burn their packs, that's 100K that they promised right there, right? And I bet more may actually burn.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they obviously know what they're doing. Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Let's see here.
Well, we got time for one more, and then we got to get ready for the
What should
all-day
I talk
space.
about here? Oh, yeah, let's talk about, we actually know the final remaining season 1 moments that will be minted. For the common tier, we have a James Conner. Sorry, Napier remix. He thought he had that bottleneck. James Conner, legendary. We also get an Aaron Rodgers common, Damian Harris common, Rams and Bills team moments, and RIP Browns fans, no Browns moment, and there's also no Broncos moment, I believe, for Series 1. So those are the only 2 teams that don't have a moment, which is interesting. We have the rare tier, which is Baker Mayfield, Matthew Judon, Kevin Byard, Carson Wentz, and Rasheem Green. And then in the legendary tier, we have Trayvon Diggs, Kyler Murray, and Patrick Surtain. So pretty solid list overall. Kyler Murray, legendary, would be dope to have. And those will be included in the 4th and goal packs. I don't have all the information with me. I don't know if these are exclusive to the 4th and goal packs or if they will be also kind of sprinkled in other packs. But that would be something to note as well. And also, I think, you just have to give them props because they kind of held on to so many of these Series 1 moments. And a lot of people were concerned because they would think to themselves, hey, why would I buy this moment if only 40% of them are in circulation? And then, what they did was they continue with the slow trickle. So they slowly drop the remaining supply, 5% here, 5% there. And they even are using them as, rewards throughout season 2. So they're not minting new season 2 moments immediately, yet they're slowly trickling out those season 1 moments. So that was a very, very smart way for them to approach it in terms of not just dumping moments into the marketplace and having all those moments lose value. So I really appreciate the structure they took when it came to that.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of good stuff. I'm very impressed, and I can't wait for the season to start tomorrow.
Oh yeah, football tomorrow. We didn't even get a chance to touch on that. There's so much going on.
Football starts tomorrow.
I guess some people are already getting the pack.
Ooh. Do you guys want to? You guys want to see if we have
it.
one and try to rip one and burn one before the all day spaces?
I'm not gonna lie. I've been refreshing mine since like 9:30.
I'm looking.
Packs.
I don't have mine.
Come on. Nope, no pack for me. We may have to save them for I was going to say save them for next week, but I think you have to burn them by this Friday if you want that 4th and goal pack. Yeah. And plus, I would not be able to hold on to a pack for a week. I mean, let's be serious.
Hell no. And to be fair, the Diamond posted the picture of the 4th and goal pack. It looks pretty sweet.
Oh, really?
The design on it. Yeah, it's in the All Day Unlimited.
Yeah, it's a really cool concept. I mean, it's hard to find anything to be critical about. I know a lot of people want upgrades to the burning portion of the site, easier ways to filter through your collection. But, I mean, they know that and they're working on that. So, I mean, just an amazing day for all day. You guys have any final comments before we end this thing and all tune in to Dave Feldman?
Yeah, no. Yeah. So I'm
super excited.
Yeah. Who you guys got winning the game tomorrow?
Rams.
I have the Rams winning just because, I am kind of a biased Chiefs fan and I don't want the Bills to kind of just take over the AFC, but honestly, they're both really equal teams. I think the issues with Stafford's arm being a noodle is kind of overblown. And they played him in that last preseason game. Yeah. I mean, they're obviously not that concerned. He'll be fine. I'm excited to see Allen Robinson and Cooper Kupp on the field together. Allen Robinson has an actual quarterback throwing him the ball. That will be fun. I've been a big Allen Robinson fan for a few years, and it's been sad. Sorry, Bears fan, but kind of sad to see him on that Bears team. So I think I'm going to go with the Rams.
Yeah, I mean, I want the Bills to lose, but at the same time, I also want the Rams to lose for the heck they did to us in the Super Bowl last year. So I think I might have to go with the Bills. And I think a Josh Allen-led team is probably a little bit better than a Matthew Stafford-led team at this point.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it.
Well, it's going to be interesting because like a little side story to the game is the Bills lost their offensive coordinator, I believe, Brian DeBall, and he's Dable.
Yeah.
And I'm not quite sure how much of, them winning had to do with him. And because, I mean, he seemed to really do all the right things as an offensive coordinator. Their mix of running and passing was great. He really got the best out of Josh Allen. So let's see what they look like without him. I mean, Josh Allen is obviously elite. I'm not too worried about it, but it'll be curious to see what their offense looks like.
Yeah, I mean, they're a tough team to defend against when you got Josh Allen who can run or pass. I mean, it's going to be a fun game to watch.
And now we get a sweat. Is Tyler Higbee going to be the person in third place in receiving yards, or is it going to be Gabriel Davis? I mean, people just spent, it inflated like $20-$30. So
that's why I didn't know why my account was pumping like that, and I was like, "What is wrong with Tyler Higbee?" And then because I have one, and then I was like, "Why is he up 150% in the last 24 hours?"
Yeah,
that's probably why.
When Tyler Higbee pumps 150%, all day is doing something good.
Yeah.
All right, I think we should wrap it up, huh?
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this podcast. We are ADU. We are a private Discord. So if you want to come hang out with us, we have a general part as well. The link should be in our Twitter bio. But we have All Day, who is doing the spaces right now in about 2 minutes. So it was so fun just hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, AJ was fantastic. Made me even more excited about what's to come. All right.
Yeah, so I will see you guys in the All Day.
Everybody spaces. Go ahead, hop into that All Day Spaces. I'm not sure what Dave Feldman will be talking about, but I mean, it's not going to disappoint. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Come check out All Day Unlimited. You can go to the Twitter account. The link will be there. It's a